Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so we hit 100 subs. We're over 100 subs now. I am so happy. May not seem like a lot compared to some of the videos we watch, but for right now, we are back to this thing. My Datsun cab, which we got to get fixed up so we can sit back on the truck. So last video we did all of this here. Unfortunately, we have to take it all out. And I think I can actually do it a little bit better. So now that we have a game plan, yeah, we're going to do that. But what we're going to do today is, first of all, we're going to take all this back out so that we can put some Build 15 inside these frame rails, which is just a rust preventative and rust stopper. So hopefully we can keep the rust from rusting out the rest of my rocker panels. We're going to do the same thing on that side. We're also going to finish cutting out the rest of the metal over there. And then there's a dent over right there. We got to try to get that beat out as best as we can, so that we can body fill it from the outside when we go to finish this cab. So yeah, I'm gonna get started with taking out the stuff we put in last video. Alright, so I got this dent out pretty good. It needs a little bit more work, and then obviously we got this side back off. This top edge turned out good. This bottom edge I'm not too worried about because I'm going to cut some more of that off. But I just realized, so the back side of this frame rail looks pretty good. The back side of this one is all rusted. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that on the camera, but there's a bunch of rust through right here. So we're gonna have to cut more of the floor out and basically back to the back doors and get the rest of this stuff out, which isn't too big of a deal because I've already got most of it cut out. So, and then obviously it'll make it a little bit easier to get the Build 15 inside of this cab. So I guess we're gonna get to that. All right, guys. So after cutting and cutting and cutting, we have another issue. These rear body mounts are still here, and they look good on the outside. But if you look, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, see how that's separating right there? This metal behind this plate that this cab mount and my seatbelt mount and everything is too, is all rusted. So in other words, we can't keep them. We got to remake the back mounts too. Being is that I've cut this out on both sides, the cab's starting to get pretty flimsy. I really should have put some bracing in here first, but we're a little bit too far beyond that. So we're just gonna have to keep going and hope everything sits back right when we sit it back on the cab, put the doors back on. So if not, this whole cab will be trash. So I don't know. I mean, really anybody would have probably just trashed this cab already, but you know, I figured the experience welding and stuff like that is worth my time to try to fix it. So let's keep going. I'm gonna put the camera down for a little bit and see what happens. All right, so it is hours later from last time I put the camera down, and I made good progress, and I'll show you what I got going on. Whew. Looks pretty good. So what I did was, there's actually 2 pieces of metal here, and I'm gonna make a time lapse of exactly how I did this now that I know what I'm doing. Is it worth it? I don't know. How much is your cab worth to you? Yeah. So, but at any rate, there's 2 pieces of metal here. There's one on the back that attaches to the lower rocker panel. And then there's this thicker piece that's here. And then our cab mounts are just tacked onto right here. We got to make some gussets and supports and stuff like that. But yeah, then this is actually really strong. And it's not even welded. It's just screwed in with these self-tappers right now. So yeah, basically the same thing I did on the other side, just bigger. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side just to ensure that there's no rust in any of these frame rails. We do have to take all of this back off so that we can put the Build Pt9 inside, but I am exhausted. It's literally been hours. I've been cutting, grinding, measuring for hours. Again, whether this is worth it to you or not, I don't know. To me, I don't know. I could have bought another one of these trucks for about 1,500 bucks with less rust, but you know, for me, this is experience. Obviously, if we get it all put back together and all the welds crack the first, you know, then I know that it's just not worth it to even try. But honestly, I think after we get some of this welded up, I think it's going to be fine, and it might even be stronger than it was originally. I don't know. Really what ties the whole cab together is the floor pans, and I have a plan. What we're going to do is, because right now, since I've cut so much of the floor out, I'm not really sure if this cab is square, level, anything like that anymore. So what we're going to end up doing is we're probably going to tack all of this stuff together except for the mount plates. These plates and their gussets, we'll weld those right onto here 100%. We'll get everything either tacked in, or we'll just screw it in a little bit better with some of those self-tappers. And then we're actually going to take this whole cab back in and sit it down on the frame. We're going to put the doors back on, we're going to put the fenders back on, and we're going to see how everything lines up. Honestly, it's not going to be that far off if it is off, but my thinking is that if we sit it back on there and stuff doesn't line up, we can kind of put spacers in where the body mounts are. We can weld some more metal into areas to make it straight. So we're probably going to hold off on final welding everything until we get it sitting back on and kind of see how it all lines up and everything like that. But I mean, it looks great. Again, the whole cab is flexible. Really, it's not even really that bad. But you can see how down there it's just, you know, it flexes a little bit because there's nothing keeping this. There's nothing keeping the end square anymore because most of the floor is cut out. So, you know, that's the only thing that I'm really worried about. So I think we're making good progress though, and I think it's going to turn out fine. Again, this isn't, it's going to look good, but this isn't a show car. It's really going to be a drag racing truck. It is going to have a roll cage in it eventually. So, you know, if the cab is not perfect, I'm not too worried about it, as long as it's going to support me and the seats and the seat belts and the roll cage. We're going to be in good shape. So stay tuned for the next video. I'll do a time lapse on how I did this whole edge, and that way you guys can see, for anybody that's interested in doing something like this on your car. And yeah, we'll go from there. So now for the good stuff. If you've waited till the end of this video, you're one of the people that actually watches my whole videos, and thank you so much. I am going to do a giveaway for 100 subs because I finally got 100 subscribers. So that's a lot for me. I remember when I got my first sub, or my first 20 subs, my first 50 subs, and now I'm up to 100. So it's been almost a year that I've been doing this now, and you know, it doesn't seem like a lot for a year of doing YouTube, but you know, I never really started this for money or subs or anything like that. I just wanted to share my knowledge and give other people that struggle to find good channels about cool stuff that people work on, car-wise, give them a chance to see how other people do stuff and give you better ideas, or any ideas, and just help motivate anybody to work on your cars. Work on your cars yourself. You don't have to pay somebody to do everything for you. So anyway, 100 sub giveaway. It's going to be something small, $25 gift card to, I'll let whoever the winner can decide where they want it. I'm thinking either Amazon, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, an auto parts store, Advanced Auto Parts, Napa, something like that. So what I want you to do is, if you want to enter for the giveaway, just comment in this video, comment something V8 Datsun. Comment V8 Datsun in the bottom. I'll take a list of everybody that comments, and in 2 weeks or 2 videos from now, whichever comes first, we will throw all of the people that commented into a hat. I'll pick one out right in the video, and whoever that person is, I'll DM you and we'll get you your little gift card. So again, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you enjoy my channel, and that's about it. I'll see you on the next one.